and welcome back to the program. And of course, right now, this break, we have Kun Chain joining us. สวัสดีค่ะ Kun Chain.
สวัสดีครับ สวัสดีครับ
And like we talked about earlier, we would like to know a little bit more about the whole rice pledging scheme. I mean, you know, we have heard
this
about...
time we've got some solution.
Yes.
But not confirmed yet. Right?
So just what's going on with the whole rice pledging scheme, if you can update us on that.
All right, before we talk about the updates on the rice pledging scheme, just to give you an update on Kun Yuranan Phammonmantri as well, because
the Don
From the by-election over the
yesterday
weekend.
we a bit worry and wonder where he will pop up again. But yesterday, Kun Charupong Rengsuwan, the Pheu Thai party leader, came out saying that he is now looking for a political position for Kun Yuranan. And it will be either a secretary to minister or a minister assistant, and it is up to the vacancy of the positions.
Okay.
So
to which ministry would he belongs to? No, not sure.
no,
yet.
not sure yet, not confirmed yet, but he's looking.
Okay, but like you mentioned yesterday that, you know, Kun Sam or Kun Yuranan Phammonmantri actually resigned from the
Party
position
list.
that he already had to join this particular election, and I think that's probably a party decision anyway, so they're probably trying to find a right place for him, you know, just to since they asked him to resign.
Yes.
Okay.
So he will be fine.
Yes, we're not too worried about Kun Sam. However, we're quite worried about the whole rice pledging scheme, about what's going on. So could you give us a little bit more updates on that one?
All right, for the rice pledging scheme, yesterday a subcommittee overseeing the rice pledging scheme policy under the finance ministry announced the 136 billion baht loss
Right.
in
We mentioned
the
that
policy, and it's only for the 2011 and 2012 main crop and 2012 main crop. For those of you who don't understand what they are, the
Right.
main crop is the rice grown in the rice production season, which is rainy season, and the second crop rice grown in other seasons such as floods and drought.
Oh, that's none of them are good season actually. All right.
When we talk about the rice pledging scheme, it is almost impossible to avoid talking about the flood and water management project because
some
these
relation.
two policies are like two sides of the same coin. It is because they are formulated to help improve the farmers' quality of life.
Right.
And just to give you some background, the water has become a big issue in this country since the Thai farmer entered the global competition on rice production. So in the past, they would grow rice twice or three times a year, only in the rainy season. But when they enter the global competition of rice production, they have to grow rice all year long. And the government have to come to rescue when the flood arrive because the crop
still
will
have to grow.
be damaged.
And obviously when the drought arrived too.
Yes. But the problem of this very current policy is that the government has bought too much rice than they can sell. So
Exactly.
like you
And-
said in the
and
last break.
very expensive prices too.
Exactly. According to the market price, at least for 15,000 baht per ton, that's a lot.
Yes, actually they kind of buy the rice for 40 to 50% more more than the market price.
40 to 50.
Yes, the
That
15,000
is
baht
why they suffer
for
huge losses.
because now they are buying the white rice paddy for 15,000 baht per ton,
Right.
and the homely rice paddy for
The jasmine rice.
the for 20,000 baht per ton, which is
Okay.
40 to 50 add up.
Okay. So for this particular scheme though, you know, this particular policy, obviously the farmer seems to enjoy it
Yes.
a lot. And I have just reported that the Commerce Ministry decided that to actually make it more sustainable, due to the fact that this is more or less what we call a short-term gain, long-term pain. And this is not quite long-term. This is like just, I think the policy just introduced maybe last year or year before. Last year, I think, was the first year that they bought it. And already we see a lot of losses. And at this point, they say that they're going to dock it down to 12,000 per ton or 13,000 per tons. Do you think that the farmer will actually perhaps not really happy with it and maybe a protest coming up, boiling up? What do you think about that?
Yes, of course, when this change will actually be in place, the farmer will be very unhappy, and there are possibilities of protest
fast
as
reaction.
well.
Sorry, just to stop you, do you think maybe the whole Don Mueang election thing that they losses that might be
The
the effect of the whole rice pledging scheme that they lost a lot of trust in the government themselves because they feel like there's no clarification coming out, and that's why instead of voting for the person, maybe they are voting for a Democrat to vote for the party. What do you think about that?
I think now we are talking about two separate things, because this rice pledging scheme is there for the farmer, but try to make connection. In Thailand, there are stories about the two democracy by Ajahn Anek Lau Thamatat.
Okay.
He kind of explained that the people in the rural will set up the government because they are the main voters.
Okay.
And the rice pledging scheme and the flood and water management are actually for the voters.
Okay.
And the people in the urban will be the one who decide if the government should be still in place.
Okay.
So the victory in the Don Mueang district express how the urban think about the policy.
Oh.
The unsatisfaction towards the mishandling of the policy and also the corruption that might have taken place.
So it doesn't have, not like the farmers' losses.
No.
Okay, that makes sense.
Actually, people in the urban do not care much about the people in the rural, to be honest.
Okay, but
Because we kind of look at the policy, at the merit of the policy,
okay,
at the cost benefit of the policy.
because technically it's not directly impacting us
Yes.
per se. But for this one, I think the reason I make a connection is that I think is because in terms of policy, and a lot of people are trying to take a look at this. And of course, in every government, if you are taking a government seat, you are, you gotta get yourself ready for a very close watch. And I think every move would be, would affect
Yes.
whatever changes that there may be. And that's why I think that perhaps the whole Don Mueang constituency election thing is more or less not because Kun Yi as a person, but could be that,
The party as a whole.
something like that. Okay.
We can put it in short that the Don Mueang victory does not reflect the popularity of the
government.
the Democratic Party,
The-
but it reflects that the government has lost people's trust.
Right.
Seriously, because yesterday there were news that saying that the Pheu Thai party has already lost its popularity. As reflected in the Don Mueang by-election. However, Kun Prampong Noparit has already come out to deny this.
Okay.
As usual.
Right.
Let's look at this rice pledging scheme again. Now, Kun Bunsong Teriyapirom, the Commerce Minister,
He should be in hot seat right now.
yes,
Isn't he?
he has been. Now he proposed 3 options to take for this very particular scheme. First is to reduce the pledging price for 15 to 20% from the base price, 15,000 baht per ton.
Right.
And second, to use the base price calculated by the Ministry of Agriculture and Cooperatives
Right.
with an add of 25%. Or the third option is to use the market price with an add of 10%.
Okay.
But all 3 options will lead to one solution, which is to reduce the price to be 12 to 13,000 baht per ton, which is actually 2,000 to 3,000 less than the current price.
Right.
Okay, so hopefully we've got some more updates from the cabinet meeting today, because the cabinet meeting will be will take place today, and the Commerce
Right.
Ministry will propose this cut for a government's decision. We'll keep that posted to you tomorrow, maybe, but we're running out of time for today.
Unfortunately.
If you have any comments or feedback you want to send to us, you can go to our Facebook page at worldwideweb.facebook.com/morningthailand, and also send us email to morningthailand@gmail.com.
It's Morning Thailand Show at
I'm
gmail.com.
so sorry.
There you go. Morning
Okay.
Thailand Show at gmail.com. And like I said, if you want to hear more like certain issues in terms of politics or even economic, send us the email, and then we'll definitely bringing in resources to make sure that we'll provide you with that information. As for today, thank you CC Double for our attire, and of course the Royal Ivy Regatta for Kun Chain's attire. As for now, I'm Wanasan Kerhong.
อันธนพัฒน์น้อยเวียง
สุรดาจุนทสุทธนากุล
สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ